Hey guys, Mark Holmes here. Um, want to start off with a few things, but first off, happy Monday to you. Hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving. Um, today's Monday and fresh start. Okay, so fresh start in MLM, fresh start, whether you're just getting started or not, you can hit the reset button. The great thing about network marketing is this, you can hit the reset button at any time. But there's a few things I want to cover here. And main thing I want to talk about, talking about doing a fresh start, is have you made money in the industry? So um, most people, that answer is no. 99.9% of the people are here in this industry. They started their own business because they want to make money. So there's a few things I want to go over here. But I've been talking a lot. For some reason, my recordings aren't going through. So you have to forgive me with my voice here. But anyway, I'm going to go through some stuff here. And this stuff that we're talking about, okay, what I'm going to talk about just in this video will get you in the money. And I'm going to prove it to you by the end of this video. So the proof is in the pudding, right? So let's get into it. Today's Monday. It's payday. Warm welcome to everybody. Launch your business. First thing, do your 20 reasons. Your launch is important. Professionals, they launch a business. Amateurs, they join a business. Okay, we teach people on our team, to launch a business. Okay, but I'm going to try to make this as short as I can. But there's just important stuff that we need to really understand to get you into the money. And like I said, we'll get into that. But most people have never made a dime in the industry. And I'm just going through some notes here that I just wanted to touch on. Most people haven't made a dime in the industry, and there's reasons for that. And we'll get into that. But ignorance on fire is better than knowledge on ice. Okay, so the law of averages will come through for everybody. You can be the worst network marketer out there in the industry. The law of averages will come through for you too. So more than likely, it's just going to take a lot longer. Okay, so for me, it took me a long time. I'll just be honest with everybody. It took me a long time. I did everything wrong, 100%. But knowledge without action leads to self-delusion. Some of you that are plugged into the MLM Training Club, you're probably saying, Mark's been listening to Dale Calvert's trainings again. And that's right. Every day, without fail, I listen to everything that works. And Dale Calvert's trainings, the MLM Training Club works. Get plugged into the training club, MLMtrainingclub.com. That's going to get you into money. Okay. And we'll get to that. But anyway, what are you doing? Okay, so what are you doing? The weekly progress reports, we'll get that fixed. It's driving me absolutely nuts. I'll be talking to Dale this week. It's one of the things I'm going to be talking to him about, how to fix that. His crew, just incredible with the back end stuff, as well as the systems, of course. But what are you doing? But more importantly, what are you not doing? Okay, and this is up to you to answer. I'm not here to, as a boss, to say you're not doing this or you're doing this wrong. We've got all this stuff in place for you guys because it works. And we're going to talk about some people that what they've done in the last week is just, it proves that the system works, gets people in the money. So, sorry, I'm trying to read some of my chicken scratch here, but what are you doing or not doing? But what's your why? Okay, so the 20 reasons, going back to that. The number one reason why people fail in the industry is because they don't know um, their why. They don't know the reasons why they're doing this. And, you know, I see this all too often. People go and I tell them the first thing you do is you do your 20 reasons. And they go and they look at it. And, uh, and I did this too. And you look for something in there. It says, to make $1,000 this week, you do this, and then you do this. Um, you've got to do your 20 reasons first. All that comes after. All that comes after. More than likely, well, I just said it, 20 reasons. People that don't do that, their chances of making it in this industry are slim to none. Okay, so I'm not going to go more into that, but you've got to do your 20 reasons. Do your launch. First thing, do your launch, and then we'll get into a lot of this other stuff, which some of you, I'm real excited for you because you're into the other stuff and you're understanding the other stuff already. And some of you are listening to this, you're well beyond that. So I'm kind of talking to everybody here, but what's your why? The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over. Now, this is an important point that I had to learn myself. I was in construction. A lot of you know, I had my own construction company and did that for years. And, I still do a lot of different stuff. I'm an entrepreneur. So, I'm in myself, I do whatever makes money. Okay. MLM by far is the best way to generate income, generational wealth. Okay. And that's why a lot of you are listening to this and why you're still listening to this. If you're not listening to this, you probably clicked off. And you're probably not here for generational wealth. But those of you that are still listening, I'm sure that's why you're here. But the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over. I brought into, in network marketing, my MLM business, my sales ability. Okay. I got really good at sales. I was good at swinging a hammer, but I learned over the years how to just be really good at sales. I needed to be because that's how my business grew. One of the worst things that I ever did was I brought that into network marketing. You can be a great salesman and make some okay money in this industry. Generational wealth comes from developing organizations, developing leaders. So all the sales trainings in the world isn't going to help you with developing leaders. Maybe if you have a little bit of management ability, you were a sales manager or something like that, you might understand a little bit about this, and that might help you. But this is the point I'm getting to. Leave that all behind. And if I would have had somebody that would have told me that years before I understood this, man, it'll help you so much to the point I can't even explain. This is going to save you a lot of time, money, and aggravation. So leave all that behind you. MLM, network marketing, building organizations, developing leaders has nothing to do with sales. Yeah, there's sales that happen through the company. That's necessary. That's what makes this a business. There's sales, and that translates into volume. But you've got to build a sizable, sustainable organization. You've got to get into and understand leadership development. So that's by starting with the launch, or the 20 reasons, the launch, and then the other systems follow. 5, 4, 5, core fundamentals. Okay, I'm not going to get into that. Those of you that are in the MLM training club, you understand that. Excuse me. And then all that's in place. All that's in place in our training site, our web, our team training website. Okay, so if you're not plugged into MLM Training Club, get plugged in. MLMtrainingclub.com. So leave all that stuff behind you. Okay, you can get into this, start selling product, make good money. Some people are here because they want to just pay for their car payment. That's cool. You can do that just by selling, but generational wealth, residual income comes from building and developing leaders. You keep doing what you're doing, you're going to keep getting what you're getting. So the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over, expecting different results. I was insane for years, and luckily somebody came and knocked me over the head and said, hey, you got to stop doing what you're doing. You got to get plugged into this. So once you do, you're going to start making money. And this comes to the proof is in the pudding. Some of you are plugged in. Now, it's funny that, well, it's not funny, but I understand it. But the people that I'm going to talk about here, Adi Busayo and Maria Venegas, their names come up almost on a weekly basis because they're plugged into the right stuff. They've got customers coming on board. They're making money. They're making money because they're plugged in. Maria and Adi Busayo, they're doing everything to the T. Adi Busayo, I was just talking with him. It just happens to be that Maria and Adi Busayo are a part of the MLM Training Club. Success leaves clues, guys. Money is coming in. If you're concerned about the money, you got to ask yourself, are you more concerned about the cost, or do you understand what it means and that money will come in to cover that cost? So you got to get to that point. You got to understand that. But Adi Busayo, I was just talking with him. He's got customers. He's building, and he's got customers coming on board. He's finishing out his launch. He's somewhere towards the end. But point is this, he's starting to understand the retail to recruit. The retail to recruit is another part of the system. So the system, it's a well-oiled machine. It is a well-oiled machine. It's worked for thousands of people, and he's following it to the T. Why wouldn't you, if you're not doing the system, follow that same system? Again, leave all that stuff that you have done well with behind you. Focus on the system. Start with just like a clean, fresh mindset, I guess you could say. Just start fresh. And then start with the system. 20 reasons. Launch. Retail to recruit. 2-step recruiting process. The customer retention. Lead generation. All this stuff is the system. They're all systems in place that makes one system. That's what we do, step by step. That's why Maria and Adi Busayo are making money. And some of you are also out there are making money too, and that's great. But specifically talking about them because I'm talking with them on a daily basis, sometimes multiple times throughout the day. Success leaves clues. They're in this for generational wealth. They're not in this to just make a few $100s. Okay, yeah, that's important. The $300 mark is an important point to where people get to, where there's no turning back. There ain't no stopping me now. Once you get to that point, it's pedal to the metal. So I'm going to close it out with this. And I sound like I'm repeating myself, but success leaves clues. This works. The system works. This is a home-based business. Okay. We hear that, the terminology, and we relate that to a side thing, network marketing, direct sales. But the key word is business. It's a business that you work from your home base. Okay. Home base nowadays is this. It's the mobile phone. I was just up in Maryland, and I brought my laptop with me. I went there for Thanksgiving, so I brought my laptop. I normally bring it just in case I need it. And it stayed in my briefcase the whole time. I use my mobile phone. So home-based business now is basically, this is your home base. Okay. So the great thing about the industry is you can work it wherever you want. That's one of the perks of the business, I guess you could say. But it's a business. So you've got to ask yourself this. How many days last week, the previous 7 days, did you open the doors? Open your door to your business. So how many days did you do that? I don't need to know the answer. This is for you to understand. How much did you make last week? Write that down. Take a fresh sheet of paper, right in the middle, big. Write that number down. How much did you make? If it's zero, that's okay. You know, if you're in the action, you know, action supersedes everything. The law of averages comes through, but are you in the right activity? How much did you make? What are you doing? How many follow-up calls did you do? How many lead generation techniques do you have going if you're not doing your launch? Okay. How many training calls did you listen into? Again, Adibusayo. Adibusayo is in Nigeria. These calls happen at 9 p.m. Thursday night. And without fail, Adibusayo, being 6 hours, I think, 6 hours ahead of us, sets a reminder or alarm clock to wake himself up to listen into these calls. Adibusayo is in the money. So you have to ask yourself this question. Do you want to be in the money? Of course, the answer is yes. But the important question is, do you want to be in the action that works? Set that stuff aside. What you were doing, forget it. Start into the right action. 20 reasons launch. All this stuff, you know, is going to come, you know, the buttons. Why do leaders in the industry do a lot of this stuff? You know, you got this. Everybody should be carrying around in their pocket drop cards. Okay. Do you have these you're carrying around? Runs with your button, giving people brochures, 20 or the road signs, pull tab flyers, Facebook advertising. These are all lead generation techniques, which is done again after you do the launch. But this is all stuff that proves results. So more than likely, if you're here and you're serious, you're still listening to this recording. Most people that aren't serious about it didn't even click start to listen to this. Most people that aren't serious, they started listening and then they stopped. They never got to this point. So if you're serious, you're plugged in, I'm really excited for you. It only takes 3 to 5 people. And this is what a lot of people that clicked off of this, they clicked off of this recording are missing. 3 to 5 people is all it needs. All you need to build a sizable organization. And you right now, being that you're still listening, you're one of them. For whoever, everybody's got a sponsor. And if you're just getting started and you're building, you're going through the motions, and you're going to find those 3 to 5 people. Without a doubt. Consistency always comes through. Law of averages. So real excited. The thing I'm really excited about is this. These bonuses that are on the table, the executive bonuses, are huge. Now, if you think about this, executive bonuses, executive is the building block of our compensation plan. So being that that's the building block, executive, if you really understand executive, a different word for executive is developing leaders. That's the description of executive, developing leaders. So you're getting to executive, you're learning how to develop leaders, and you're helping those people you're helping those people develop executives, and then those people develop executives. Don't worry about all the other ranks. I'm not into rank and titles and all that crap. There's some people in the company that are executive right now that are doing unbelievable as far as your weekly checks. Sometimes better than diamonds. So there's good money to be made, but those people that are doing that are following the system. So the system works. So with that being said, guys, get plugged into those bonuses. If you don't understand it, basically it's doing the system. That's all you've got to understand. The Black Friday deals are still in effect. Monday night tonight at midnight, that'll be in effect. So take advantage of those deals. A lot of you already messaged me and you told me that you're doing you already purchased the Luminous Serum and the Ageless. Man, is that a great deal. If you need Ageless and you haven't tried the Luminous Serum, or you like the Luminous Serum, I would definitely take advantage of that. The other big packages and everything, not into front loading. That is terminology. I'm not going to get into it, but trying to sell the big packages, I'm not into that. That's not what's going to get you where you need to be. Okay, you can promote packages and create a lot of volume by doing that, by selling people on buying these packages. And the only reason I would do it is if you need a lot of product yourself, you haven't tried the products, you want to try the products, be a product of the product, or you want to stock up on some stuff because you want to get it out to people, get it in their hands. Other than that, the other packages are great. The Luminous package, and then the nutritionals, whatever. But get plugged into where it works, guys. The system is working like a well-oiled machine. It's working like a well-oiled machine. And being that we're starting 2017 off on the note with that system in place, it's all to the T. All the I's are dotted, the T's are crossed. It's in place. When we started out 2016, we didn't even have this system in place. We talked about some of the stuff, but it is in place step by step to the T. And some of you are just going through that to the T. And I'm just really excited about that. Let's close off this year. Utilize this executive bonus promotion to put yourself in place 2017 for an amazing start. Set that foundation. And that's what I'm really excited about. Some of the foundations that you guys are setting right now. So anyway, that's all I got, guys. Message me if you need any help, and let's crank it up.